gentlemen, please welcome Aston Martin CEO, Andy Palmer.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to Aston Martin Lagonda. This year, Aston Martin celebrates its 102nd birthday. This is a company with a remarkable history, but also a remarkably strong brand that commands respect and affection in equal measure. As I lead the company into its second century, I'm solely focused on ensuring that Aston Martin becomes sustainable and relevant for the long term. Yet at the same time, I'm humbled at the enormous duty I take on to lead such an iconic British brand. Although modest in size by global motor industry standards, it's a company that has a deservedly outsized reputation. This company, this brand, these products inspire everyone who touches them. In accepting to join, I feel the immediate weight of expectation from all of you, from our employees, from our investors, from our dealers and from our customers, past, present and future. Our future therefore needs to be based on a business that is less dependent on a narrow product portfolio and an over-dependence on one type of customer. If we stay with the business as usual, we're artificially restricting Aston Martin to a limited customer offer and therefore to a volume incapable of allowing us to fund a continual, renewed, contemporary portfolio. In short, we will continue to be challenged by relatively short periods of success and periods of reduced prosperity. And Aston Martin should always be something rare. And this means creating a luxury company that has a broader portfolio of product offerings, cutting-edge technologies, combined with the very best of design and British craftsmanship, which will always define our brand. However, our core sports car offer will always be volume capped at a maximum of 7,000 units, ensuring that demand outstrips supply. Let me take you through some of the actions under what we call our second century plan. In the immediate term, we're focused on delivering a new wave of products that are being developed under the largest investment plan in our history. By the end of this decade, we will not only replace every car in our current range, but add up to 3 model lines and will enter segments new to the company. Going forward, we'll see each model have a striking level of design differentiation while still remaining unmistakably an Aston Martin. You can see the hints of what is to come through the diversity of design extremes represented by the Aston Martin Vulcan and the DB10 created for James Bond. We will always be the epitome of power, beauty and soul. We will always strive to create the most beautiful cars in the industry that reflect the sophisticated requirements of our customers and fans. Our product investment is already yielding results. Late last year we delivered significant updates to the Vanquish and the Rapide models, and we'll bring more product enhancements to Vantage, DB9 and Rapide later this year. From our headquarters in Gaydon to Aston Martin Works at Newport Pagnell, to our regional offices, to our dealers, we are investing in expanding and enhancing our facilities worldwide. Q by Aston Martin takes bespoke automotive tailoring to the ultimate level and has enabled us to create ultra-personalised sports cars as well as special edition cars like the Vantage Volante you see here on the stand. This year, we will expand our Q by Aston Martin business and integrate it with our special products division. And it is this team that has created the new Lagonda. Known for being the finest of fast cars, the very first new Lagonda for 30 years was revealed last year. Limited to a production run of just 200 super saloons, the Lagonda was initially developed only for sale in the Middle East. However, we've received such strong interest in the Lagonda from across the UK and Europe, we've decided to offer our super saloon in these territories and beyond. Turning to the cars in front of me, we continue and will continue to build our prowess to create very special, very high value and very limited production cars. In recent years, projects like the 177, the CC100 and the Lagonda have demonstrated our ability to tailor products to a very specific and very demanding client base. Having just seen a DB5 convertible realize more than $2 million at auction, we understand very well the importance of lineage to our brand. Avoiding the temptation to only look backwards, we're busy building the future collectible cars. To help me to introduce the first of these next generation collectors' cars, I'd like to welcome on stage David King and Marek Reichman. The first of these is the most potent and uncompromising Vantage we have ever created, the Vantage GT3 Special Edition. With production strictly limited to just 100 examples, the GT3 race-inspired Special Edition is lower and wider than any of its siblings in the Vantage family. Equipped with a new iteration of our 6-litre V12 engine, capable of generating up to 600 PS, the car weighs in at less than 100 kilograms than the standard V12 Vantage S. Comprehensively re-engineered, as well as significantly restyled, this Vantage features carbon fibre front wings, bonnet and an optional carbon fibre roof. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted to report today that this car is already completely sold out. Now, if you were surprised by the Vantage GT3 Special Edition, then I expect that the Aston Martin Vulcan will leave you truly breathless. The Aston Martin Vulcan is the most extreme supercar that we've ever created. Not only does it have the coolest name in the business, but it's also allowed our designers and engineers to push the boundaries of the brand further than ever before. The Aston Martin Vulcan will be strictly limited to 24 cars worldwide and has been created for track use only. Powered by a 7-litre V12 engine, co-developed with Aston Martin Racing, it will deliver over 800 PS. It features a 6-speed sequential gearbox, integral limited slip differential, magnesium torque tube with a carbon fibre propeller shaft and Brembo racing brakes. The carbon fibre monocoque has been co-created by our long-time partner, Multimatic. The Vulcan expresses the dark art of Aston Martin to perfection. Finally, I'd like to turn your attention to what lies beneath this cover. The DBX concept was created to show how Aston Martin will address the needs of a new generation of luxury customers. Younger, more diverse than the current norm for the luxury market, these customers are attracted by the brand cachet, unrivaled beauty and sporting authenticity of Aston Martin. But they're looking for a new type of GT offer. The DBX concept has been created as a sports crossover and the very, very first all-electric, all-wheel drive, four-seat Aston Martin. Its emissions-friendly quad-motor powertrain and family-friendly layout takes the power, beauty and soul of Aston Martin into a very new territory. In fact, into new automotive territory. While the DBX doesn't define the final execution, which would more likely be a 5-door in its primary architecture, it shows where we're going, and it shows one of the 3 additions to our portfolio in the medium term. Although the engineering and technologies are bold, they're not science fiction. We very much believe that a GT car in a new form can deliver power, beauty and soul as strongly as a Vantage or a Vanquish. We'll reveal more on the execution and manufacturing strategy of DBX and the other additions in our lineup in the coming months. Now, to help me unveil DBX, I'd now like to invite representatives of our most important stakeholders to join me on stage. Please welcome the Aston Martin DBX. Today marks a time in our 102-year history, a truly exciting time where we mark the start of a journey that will lay down a sustainable business model, allowing us to thrive for the next 100 years and beyond. We will always create the most beautiful and bespoke sports cars in the world. We also believe that Aston Martin Lagonda can create cars beyond the pure sports cars and progressively achieve the potential that we know exists. Now, let's go to work transforming this great British company into a great British company. Thank you very much.